You can like us on Facebook.
Yes, you can like us on Facebook at the Wrestling Lounge. Just type in the Wrestling Lounge and you'll see it come up, and you can like us on Facebook. Okay, wait a minute. We have a caller. Let me take this caller. Okay, we're going to take a caller.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. 678. You're on the air.
Hey guys, this is Bull Buchanan.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, Bull. How are you?
Hey man, I'm great. I'm sorry, I'm running late as usual.
Well,
that's
we're,
fine. That's okay.
how are you today?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Good. Tell us. We don't have a whole lot of time left. Maybe we can get you back on again. But
okay.
tell us about.
We've got about 13, 14 minutes, Bull.
Oh, we do. Okay. All right. We got a little more than.
We can go. Yeah, we can go to about 3:41. So.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Tell us about your retirement show coming up.
November 22nd. Bowden High School. Doing a retirement show. Gonna have this thing's kind of snowballed. Really, I was just planning on, and it may still be a small event. Who knows? You never know who's gonna show up. But D'Lo Brown and myself are tagging against a couple of guys from here in Georgia. Everybody I've got on the card, really, if in a perfect world, should be working somewhere, making money, and doing this for a living. But
Right.
That's been who they are. But Murder One and AJ Steele. I've got David Young.
I know them very well.
Yeah. David Young is coming. Really, I've just tried to get a bunch of my friends together and a bunch of fans, and before anybody says, well, that's a really egotistical thing to do, throw your own retirement party. I'm really not throwing it for me, because I promise you this has been more of a headache than I ever dreamed. But I really just wanted to, kind of something for the fans, and I don't know, just go out on a good note, I guess.
Well, the fans do appreciate it. I do know that I've been hearing people talk about this show and talk about you, and only say some good things. So.
Well, that's good. I can honestly say, and it's not patting myself on the back, because God knows it's not always been me that took the high road, but I don't really think I've made any enemies in this business. I can sleep at night, lay my head down and know that I've never stabbed anybody in the back or thrown anybody under the bus, and I feel good about the career. I can feel good about the career that I've had, and I think that's something I can kind of hang my hat on. Like I say, it ain't always been me. Sometimes it's been other people being a lot more patient with me than I was with them. But,
Right. Tell us what are you a police officer now? Is that what I've heard?
I am. I'm a deputy sheriff in Carroll County.
Okay.
I graduated the academy almost 3 weeks ago, and I've been working. I worked in the jail for 2 years, which is mandatory to go out on the road, and but that was the plan all along. So I'm living the dream.
I think that's awesome. I wanted to ask you, Bull. How was it for you teaming up with John Cena when he first started off in his career?
It was great. I knew Cena from I'd see him when we would do dart matches out in California. He'd come out and do dart matches, and the guy looked like $1 million, and I knew he could talk, so I figured he wouldn't have any problems going far in the business, and found him again when he went to OVW. From time to time, we would stop in and out, if we were off the road or something, and I got to spend a little time with him down there, and he got to the main roster. I just kind of, I guess it was a surprise to both of us. I just kind of showed up one day, and they told me I was with him, and he was with me, and We were a thing,
Wow.
and but it clicked. I mean, we were both having fun with it. I think, it was something different for me because I'd always been such a serious guy, and this was a little more kind of a tongue in cheek kind of thing. But yeah, but
Yeah,
it
I got.
was great. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, nothing. He's, I don't think the guy gets a lot of grief. Of course, when you're the face of the company, and
Mhm.
a lot of times he's carrying the load of that company on his back. I don't think he gets enough credit because the guy is a hard worker, always has been, and he goes above and beyond to please the fans, and doesn't always get the kind of reception. But I think a lot of that is not personally at him. I mean, I think most of the fans realize the kind of stuff he does.
Mhm.
The Make a Wish. I think it's just kind of the end thing now to boot Cena, and he's like the rest of us. As long as you're booing or cheering one or the other, it's when you don't do anything. That's when we got a problem.
Mm.
Well, I wanted to ask you, Bull. I know that you and Cena were a tag team. I know that Cena used to do the rapping. Did you ever do any rapping yourself? Because I know you used to say "booyah" after he got through with his rap.
Yeah, absolutely not. That's just not a talent that I was. I've listened to a lot of it, and but now, we were sitting around, and he said, yeah, we need to come up with something for you to say at the end of the rap, and at the time, was the guy on Sports Center was. I just watched it that morning in the hotel room, and yeah, I said, "Booyah!" It's pretty funny.
Well, this is my last question for you, and then I'm gonna let Harold finish up the interview because we got about 6 minutes left. I just wanted to ask you really quick, what were your thoughts on the Right to Censor storyline?
Initially, I wasn't really sure about it, but about 5 minutes after it started, I knew that it was. I didn't know where it was going to go, because that's totally up to the creative in the office as to where anything goes. But
Uh-huh.
I knew it was going to get a ton of heat because, I mean, God, I don't know that there were any more hated people on the face of the earth at that time than us. I mean, we were trying to and partially successfully taking away everything that everybody loved about the WWE at the time. And we were hypocrites. We were, we were
Yeah.
everything that everybody dislikes. And that damn music, boy, it was annoying. And I wonder sometimes how much just the music actually, how much of it was us and how much of it was that music. 'Cause that music was the most annoying thing that I'd ever heard in my life. I remember standing back there in the gorilla and listening to it, just hearing the reaction of the fans. Yeah, but it worked.
Yeah. Okay, Harold.
Oh yeah, I know you spent some time over in Japan. How was it working over in Japan as compared to an American, audience or?
I loved it. I loved it. To me, the I think what I'm most proud of is the stuff we did over in Japan. Uh, it's totally different, but it's almost a throwback to the way that I had imagined wrestling being in the 70s and 80s. I grew up watching uh, pro wrestling, and before it was sports entertainment, and it's almost still that way in Japan. It's treated like a legitimate sport. It's still reported on in newspapers. Title matches are still the everything is about titles. Even more so.
Right.
We don't. You don't have the. I ran over your dog, and stole your wife, and that kind of thing. It's all about the. It's all about the titles. It's all about the matches. Moving up, getting title matches. So, and of course, the work, as everybody knows, is a lot more physical over there. I hate to say it's more physical because I see what these, some of the things these guys are doing. I say I watch Monday Night Raw and I watch the matches. These guys are really killing themselves.
That's strong style, is that correct?
Yeah, it's strong style. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, just get on YouTube and watch a few matches and you'll understand. Yeah, I loved it over there, man. It was just a totally different atmosphere. It was a lot less. It was a lot more about the wrestling and a lot less about all the other things. So, yeah, I loved it.
Speaking of titles, what was your most maybe proudest title or whatever that you captured in your career?
And it's gonna shock a lot of people, because we were WWE Tag Team Champions for a minute, and I'm very proud of that, and I'm very proud of who I did it with. The Godfather, we were really good friends. And but to be honest with you, without a doubt, the NOAH Tag Team titles, the GHC Tag Team titles, I won with D'Lo Brown, and the reason being, at that time, those titles were the closest thing to a title that was defended all over the world. Back in, when Dory Funk and Terry Funk and Jack Briscoe and those guys were NWA heavyweight champions, they traveled the world and they took on.
That's correct, yes.
Everybody, the best of the best. And when we won those titles in 2007, Noah was the closest thing to that left in the world, because WWE, you're defending it against WWE guys. That's the only people you're going to defend those titles against. Those titles are actually, and all of their titles at the time, this was a time when they had a working relationship with Ring of Honor. They were touring over in Europe, so on a lot smaller scale, of course, than what it was back in the 70s or 80s, but those were pretty close to a worldwide title. So it meant a lot, for the company to give us the opportunity to have those belts. Without a doubt, me and D'Lo.
Well, how much time do we have left, Brian?
We've got about a minute or a minute and a half. So we don't have long.
Okay. Is there any thing you'd like to maybe part to the fans or any wrestlers out there?
To the fans, thank you. That's all you can say. These guys, if it was a room full of, if all it was an empty building and a ring, what'd be the point of going out there?
Right.
These guys, not only do they pay our salaries, but, they're the driving force behind all of this. So, really, all you can say is thank you. I appreciate it.
What about any young wrestlers out there? You got any
just
words of wisdom or anything for them? So,
if it's a dream, just keep plugging away at it. Don't let anybody tell you no. If doors don't open, sometimes you have to kick them open.
Okay.
But yeah, just keep at it. This is something that it's not natural. You have to train yourself to do it, and it's something that you have to continuously work on, because there's somebody out there working just as hard as you are.
Always somebody ready to jump in your spot, huh?
Yeah, very, very limited spots nowadays, as opposed to when I started. There's very, very few spots to work.
Right. Okay, what you got, Brian? You got anything else you want to ask?
We're gonna have to end it, because if not, then the whole entire feed is gonna cut us off. Because I actually had this problem. The reason I'm laughing, boy, I had this problem one time before. I had a guest on here, and then the feed cut us off, and then I thought, oh no, they're gonna think we hung up on them. That wasn't the case, and I had to call them back, and I said, I am so sorry,
But, I apologize, guys, for getting on there late. I'm sorry. I've been running all day trying to get this thing.
Oh, that's fine. We know you're busy and everything, and we want to thank you for taking time out to come on the show. We really appreciate it.
No problem, man. No problem.
Yeah. And we wish you the best of luck, and we hope maybe we could make it down to see you.
Yeah, man. Come on. Love to have you. It should be entertaining.
Okay. Take care.
Okay.
All right,
Take care.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back on the